All right, news that is just coming in. Former Finance Minister P. Chidambaram has taken a dig at the Modi government over his much-debated demonetization policy. Chidambaram tweets, "We were told demonetization would put an end to black money. Was money distributed in RK Nagar white money?" He's taken the fresh dig at the Modi government, even as the Election Commission has cancelled by-polls in RK Nagar on the charges for cash for votes after videos did round of how voters were allegedly being bribed by various factions. Let me go across to Akshita, Pramod, both joining us from Tamil Nadu. Akshita, good morning, and Pramod, good morning. First to you. You've been tracking the story from the ground. Now, what are the voters of RK Nagar constituency saying as politics continues, Election Commission cracking the whip?
Well, I was in RK Nagar just yesterday, Devina, and you should see the mood there really. There's so much of politicking around almost every street. There's a loudspeaker, there are politicians, there are people out there meeting with people, meeting with voters. So to a large extent, the RK Nagar voters, the people in that particular constituency, have been witnessing some heavy politicking in the last many weeks. And we have to keep in mind that several clashes have also broken out. Many of them didn't deny that, yes, there was some level of cash for votes. So this is a welcome move for them as well. As far as P. Chidambaram's remark is concerned, Devina, a really interesting political take, a political twist of sorts into this entire controversy that we've been witnessing. A lot of people have actually been asking that very same question. Where did all of this money come from? 89 crores is what's been spent on RK Nagar, allegedly by the Dinakaran camp, and possibly more is what many people are speculating. So this is possibly a political twist that will develop in the coming hours, with the BJP sure to hit back over the demonetization jibe.
Absolutely. In fact, I want to take this question to Pramod right now as well. Now, Pramod, take us through the fact that how it's the centre and the national politics that are now starting. Now, you have Chidambaram who's joined in, and let me go through the tweet that he has mentioned. He has said that it is interesting, where is the black money, a promise that the Prime Minister made, because we are seeing that now after demonetization as well, money is being distributed in RK Nagar, and is this the white money? That's what P. Chidambaram is saying this morning. Pramod, are we looking at RK Nagar fight now boiling down to a national politics where it will be not AIADMK various factions fighting, but it will be the BJP versus the Congress?
Well, Devina, you can actually bring out two things from this one particular tweet itself. When P. Chidambaram is asking, like, what's the money that was distributed in RK Nagar, white money, why is he concentrating BJP when the money that was distributed here seems to be from the faction groups of various parties from Tamil Nadu? That seems to be the question number one. And the second part is that already, not just now, even with the beginning of RK Nagar polls itself, AIADMK Amma has been constantly targeting BJP, stating that they are definitely trying to influence this election and they want OPS to win with this candidate Madhusudanan because they are supporting Madhusudanan. This has been the stance of PTK, Dinakaran's faction, for a very long period. We even had a couple of interviews with SP Bala, MPs of AIADMK Amma's faction. And on the other part, P. Chidambaram only questioning as to why was like this black money or white money, and like how could BJP be targeted on it because of one factor called demonetization? Seems to be very funny, Devina.
Absolutely. So, Akshita and Pramod, be with me right now. Let's see, take our viewers of High Election Commission has cracked the whip. It's an order which is running into at least 29 pages, and this is what they have said. They have said that they have cancelled the by-poll in RK Nagar constituency. They have said in this 29-page statement, RK Nagar by-poll shall be held by the Commission in due course when the vitiating effect created by the distribution of money and gift items to lower electorates gets removed with the passage of time, and the atmosphere in the constituency becomes conducive to hold free and fair elections. It's just interesting because we have seen that how the Election Commission has taken note of the various media reports that's come out. On Friday also, income tax investigation had begun with the IT sleuths conducting raids in Tamil Nadu Health Minister's house, and at least to the 90 crore money routing documents were recovered from the Tamil Nadu Health Minister associates as well. Akshita also joining us and Pramod still with us as well. Now, Pramod, take us through the fact that what are the various factions claiming at this point of time from Tamil Nadu politics, the first reactions coming in?
Well, Devina, the moment we got this information about Election Commission's document where it clearly maintains that due to vitiating effect, like Tanjavur and Kuruchi, this election will also be rescinded. We first spoke to the team OPS faction, where a senior leader has clearly stated that they did not want this to happen because they were in the position to win this election and this would not favor them at all. They said like even now they believe as the document is not yet holding the signature of Nazim Saeedi, they would go ahead with the campaign. They have planned for a massive political rally today from 2 to 5 p.m. at RK Nagar. That time the election campaign ends. At that point, they're going to finish it as well. On Team EPS section, it is an entirely different issue. Once again, the central government is being blamed for this issue, and TTV Director has clearly stated that no matter what political power tries, they cannot do anything to him as a leader or the party of
Pramod, be with me.
Cannot break it.
Pramod, be with me. Pramod, be with me. I have to go across right now. Mr. T.S. Krishnamurthy is joining us. He's from a CEC. Mr. Krishnamurthy, thank you for speaking to India today. We're trying to get a sense of what does the Election Commission 29-page order mean? Now, can you take us through the powers that Election Commission has decided to exercise and if there could be any legal repercussion on the parties after the investigation?
No, the Election Commission has got a Brahmastra which is called the postponement of the election or cancellation of the election. We call it as Brahmastra because only if the situation is very bad where you cannot conduct a free and fair election, the Election Commission comes to the conclusion that the election may have to be postponed or deferred. So in this case, obviously they had necessary reports, but this only illustrates the need for urgent political reform, electoral reform to take place. If this sort of things going to happen frequently, the present electoral system needs to be completely relooked, and we need a lot of electoral reform to take place without any further delay. It only emphasizes the urgency for reform.
Mr. Krishnamurthy, what are the options right now before Election Commission? Does it also have teeth to now give punitive action, take punitive action against the various parties who could be involved in the cash for vote scam?
Yeah, if there are criminal offences, naturally they have to file the FIR and take necessary action. It depends upon the report and the information that they have. If there is adequate information, they should proceed further against the individuals as well as the parties if necessary.
All right, Mr. Krishnamurthy, when you're saying that they can proceed against the parties and individuals, can the Election Commission take suo motu cognizance of the scandal charges that are coming out, or the investigation has to be done by the centre?
I believe they have got enough reports from the field, right, and I suppose they will direct the field, the state government to file the necessary action against it. The electoral officer report should be the basis for taking necessary action.
All right. Also, Mr. Krishnamurthy, is it also possible that the parties in question, if it comes to light, are guilty, they can be banned by Election Commission from contesting further polls?
The Election Commission doesn't have any power to de-recognize any political party. That is the reason why we have been pleading for a separate law regulating the political parties in India. We do not have a separate law. This is one of the suggestions we have been making from time to time to a proper regulatory legislation for monitoring the political parties.
So, Mr. Krishnamurthy, last question to you. So, if they can't de-recognize any party, what are the options right now to take punitive actions? What kind of punitive actions can be taken against those found guilty?
If there are violations which warrant action under the Indian Penal Code, I am sure they have to be taken. As of now, only that can be taken.
Okay.
If there is any violation of the Representation of People Act or Indian Penal Code, they can certainly file cases. But unfortunately, these cases will not be decided immediately. It will take its own time. So it does not produce necessary impact. So the most obvious thing is to bring about urgent electoral reforms.
All right, Mr. Krishnamurthy, appreciate you joining us. So essentially, the Election Commission, which has cracked the whip, sending a strong message about the alleged charges of bribing voters, and so much so that they have cancelled the RK Nagar bypoll, not the first time, does not have enough punitive power to take action against individuals and parties. What it can do right now is go through the report and also ensure that FIR is registered against the individuals which are caught in the scandal, and then it will be up to the law to take its own course. Now, the Income Tax Department has summoned already Tamil Nadu Health Minister C. Vijayabhaskar, actor politician Sarath Kumar, Tamil Nadu Dr. MGR Medical University Vice Chancellor Geeta Lakshmi to appear before it in Chennai. The trio have been summoned in connection with tax evasion probe. Now, this is related to the raids that have been conducted since Friday. Vijayabhaskar has been questioned by the IT department continuously, and also in the net is popular actor Sarath Kumar. Akshata and Pramod continue to be with us. So, Akshata, this is what the Chief Election Commission, former Chief Election Commissioner, has told India today, that now it's the incumbent on the law to take its own course. The Election Commission officer certainly has credible information because of which the step has been taken. What are your sources telling you within the investigative agencies at the centre as well? What kind of options right now will the centre be exercising?
Well, Devina, what we have to keep in mind primarily is that the Election Commission, in its order that it released, very clearly mentioned Minister Vijayabhaskar's name. Besides that, also referred to the 89 crores, the incriminating documents that India Today accessed showed an 89 crore money trail, and that's something the Election Commission has referred to as well. The fact that today as well we're seeing summons by the IT department against the Health Minister clearly proves that they did get some sort of concrete evidence against him, and this directly will mean trouble for the Shashikala EPS scam, because there have been very strong allegations against them. 3 alleged bribery videos have come out from RK Nagar showing voters really getting 4,000 rupees from men wearing, of course, the election symbol of a cap on their heads. So all of this will prove to be trouble. But having said that, of course, after the summons today, after Mr. Vijayabhaskar presents his case, possibly then we will see developments taking place, because as per protocol, as per procedure, his version will also have to be penned down, will have to be put down, and soon after that we could see some sort of action.
Absolutely. So, Pramod, we are expecting all the action shifting to Election Commission today. Vijayabhaskar being summoned, Sarath Kumar being called in as well. What time is the meeting?
Well, Devina, this meeting is scheduled for 10:30 a.m. at the IT department, Chennai. But also I have to mention here that even though the Election Commission has given a copy where you have 27 points as to why this decision was taken, Vijayabhaskar's name and the amount being carried over, taken over there, they just mention it as saying incriminating documents have been recovered from the Vijayabhaskar's residence and other properties. They want to be very careful here, because the decision-making authority is not with the Election Commission, but with the income tax and the... And that is why summons have been issued to
Pramod,
them,
you're absolutely right on that point. You're absolutely right on that point. So Vijayabhaskar's name just mentioned that he's in possession of the incriminating documents that have been recovered, alleging 90 crore roundup trip for cash for vote scam in Tamil Nadu for the voters. That's where Vijayabhaskar's name is mentioned, the incriminating documents, not a direct allegation at the moment. It's part of the investigation. We'll talk more about that.